Ever get that feeling like there's something more? Just, hiding right under the surface of everyday life?
Oh, absolutely. That little tickle that maybe things aren't quite as they seem.
Well, today we're definitely pulling back that curtain. We're doing a deep dive into a story where the unbelievable crashes right into the ordinary.
Exactly. We've got these great excerpts from Daniel Erico's Stories for Kids, The Guardians of Lore. And our mission today really is to unpack those first moments when everything changes.
But yeah, when the normal just cracks open.
How does that shift happen? How do the characters even begin to process it? That's what we're digging into.
Okay, so set the scene for us. Forget your own school days for a second. Picture this. You're in Miss Weaver's 5th grade class, Stagwood Elementary.
Right. And Miss Weaver, she's got this impressive hair, let's say.
Yeah.
And she told the same old stories, about former students who did.
Oh, okay. Totally. And you, the listener character, you're probably zoning out, right? Sketching, maybe. A dragon.
Mm-hmm. And thinking, the big question, 4 legs or 2 for this dragon?
Crucial stuff. But it's right then. You look out the window.
And that's the moment. That specific mundane moment is shattered. Because there's a frog.
But not just like any frog hopping by.
No, definitely not. This frog is staring right at you through the glass, which is weird, right? Frogs in the woods nearby, yeah, but they usually avoid people.
This one feels different, intentional. It's holding your gaze.
And it's such a great way the author does this, isn't it? Putting this really unusual frog smack bang in the middle of boring old long division.
Oh, yeah. Miss Weaver's probably making her usual terrible joke about the former student comedian.
And nobody notices this intense amphibian staring contest happening at the window. It just ramps up that contrast between the mundane and the truly bizarre. It makes you immediately question what you're seeing.
And then it gets even weirder. Fast. This frog. It opens the window.
Yeah, let that sink in. A frog operating a window latch.
Right.
Well, that's the signal, isn't it? The story's telling us, okay, the normal rules. Maybe they don't quite apply here. This isn't just weird animal behavior. This suggests like intelligence, purpose.
And it doesn't just hop onto the windowsill. It makes a beeline for Miss Weaver.
Right for the hair.
And poof, vanishes right into her giant hairdo.
It's such a wild image. Almost cartoonish, like you said.
So your first thought naturally is, okay, I must be daydreaming. Really need to focus on this long division.
Exactly. It's that human thing, right? See something impossible, your brain immediately tries to file it under not real, rationalize it away.
But the teacher doesn't react. You'd think a frog landing in your hair might, register.
Apparently not Miss Weaver's hair. The lesson just drones on, total obliviousness.
Until
the confirmation. The frog peeks back out, looks right at you.
Ox eyes.
And then it nods. A clear, deliberate nod before disappearing back into the hair.
That nod. Okay, that changes everything. That's not a daydream.
Absolutely. That's communication. Silent, yeah, but unmistakable. It shatters maybe I imagined its possibility, forces you, the listener character, to accept.
Well.
Okay, something really strange just happened.
And the rest of the school day must be agony, just waiting for Miss Weaver to suddenly shriek, right?
Nothing. Crickets. For everyone else, it's just Tuesday, which really highlights how alone the listener is in this. Like they've slipped into a slightly different reality stream.
Yeah, it makes you think, doesn't it? How subjective things are. You've seen this impossible thing, but with no one else reacting.
It's isolating.
Makes you wonder what weird stuff we miss, or what things people experience that others just dismiss.
So, okay, school's out. You saw the frog. It nodded. It's living in the teacher's hair. What's the plan?
Well, the listener's mind is racing, right? Should I try and catch it? Ask it?
Question.
Ask a frog questions.
Yeah, but then there's that fear, that very real social anxiety.
Yeah.
What if people find out? You become the frog kid, the weirdo.
Oh, totally. Don't talk to the frog kid. That's a powerful deterrent, especially when you're that age.
It really is. It keeps us quiet about things sometimes, even things that feel important or real to us.
So later, the listener decides to confide in a friend, Soy.
Good old Soy.
And Soy's reaction is, well, pretty much what you'd expect.
Skeptical is putting it mildly.
Wait, so a frog with glasses went into Miss Weaver's hair and nodded at you.
Yeah, it sounds completely bonkers when you say it like that.
So he's trying to be logical, Do frogs even have necks for glasses? Good question, actually.
He's processing it, trying to find a rational explanation. Maybe someone put glasses on a frog. It's funny, but it's grounded.
Until the proof shows up.
Right there, on Soy's backpack.
You frog! Glasses and all!
Suddenly not so bonkers anymore.
Tale becomes reality. right there.
And even if Soy doesn't understand it, seeing is believing, right? Or at least intriguing enough to get involved. That physical proof just shifts everything.
Okay, new plan. Need a secure location.
Obviously.
A top secret meeting is required. The only place, the treehouse.
The homemade treehouse, naturally, with the rope and pulley elevator.
Got the elevator. Adds to the whole secret agent vibe.
It's perfect, isn't it? It's their space. Away from adults, where this kind of impossible thing can actually be discussed, shows their resourcefulness, too.
So they get up there, frog included, and finally, it speaks.
And the first words are immediate course correction. Listener assumes it's male.
And the frog just pipes up, "What do you mean, him?"
Bam. Instant personality. Establishes her right away. This isn't just some weird creature. This is Deli, an individual.
And Soy's reaction?
Pretty much jaw on the floor, I imagine. A talking frog.
But Deli, she's surprisingly composed. She corrects Soy when he calls her it. Like, excuse me, a little consideration, please.
Right. It's less about the holy cow, I can talk, and more about basic politeness. It reinforces her as a person. Suggests there's more to her than just, being a talking frog.
The listener's still grasping, though. Is it a robot? Am I imagining this whole thing?
Still trying to find that logical loophole?
But then, Deli drops another bombshell. She knows Soy's name.
Mm-hmm. How? They've never met.
Exactly. How does she know his name? That just deepens the whole mystery. This isn't random.
It implies some kind of connection, some prior knowledge we don't understand yet. Makes it feel much more purposeful.
And then Deli says something kind of cryptic to the listener.
Yeah, that line, "You've always been kind, it's a powerful thing, remember that."
What does that mean? Why say that now?
It's intriguing, right? It hints maybe the listener's kindness is why Deli showed up, why she revealed herself to them. Makes you think about character, maybe attracting the extraordinary.
So they ask the million-dollar question, how can you talk?
And Deli gives this funny little deflection first. "Oh, all animals can talk, you just don't listen."
Huh. Before admitting, okay, maybe not all animals.
This little moment of humor, right? Breaks the tension.
Right.
Acknowledges how bizarre this all is.
But just as they're getting somewhere, KNOC Nusnoke on the treehouse floor, it's Mom.
Panic stations.
Yeah.
Hide the frog.
Quick. Homework. We're doing homework. Really intense homework.
Smooth. Very smooth. Adds that layer of suspense, They know instinctively this isn't something to share with the adults. Not yet.
And just as they think they're in the clear, Deli whispers something.
The warning.
Yellow. Just yellow. And the mom casually mentions, "Oh, Mr. Ream from the school board is here."
Oh, boy.
And guess what he's wearing?
Let me guess. Something.
Yellow.
A shiny yellow bow tie.
And Deli freaks out.
Totally panics. Scrambles away. Promises to find them later. That bow tie is definitely bad news.
Yeah, that's some serious foreshadowing. Yellow equals danger, apparently. Specifically, Mr. Ream equals danger. Suspense is building.
So enter Mr. Ream. And the description is memorable.
Unsettling is the word, I think. Tall, thin, sharp angles, that weird and perfect blonde hair.
And the grin, that huge, toothy grin.
Right. The author paints him immediately as someone off. He tries to be pleasant, talks about the tiger lilies.
William Wolfram, apparently. Establishes this fake normalcy right before he gets down to business.
He says he's there to talk to students directly, some new initiative, but wants to talk to the listener alone.
Red flag number 1.
Says kids are more honest without parents around. Mom hesitates, but lets him.
And the second she's gone.
The mask drops. Completely different vibe. Straight to the point. Anything strange happening at school.
Whoa. Talk about 0 to 60. It's manipulative, too. Getting the kid alone, pretending it's all confidential.
He leans in, talks about this person bothering students, someone who can disguise themselves.
In possible ways.
Even as an animal.
Okay, he knows. Or suspects. A lot.
He's clearly fishing for info about Deli. And the listener tries to play dumb, but then defending Deli
A slip up.
asks, "What's so dangerous about her anyway?"
Tips? Yeah, that little pronoun gives the game away. Shows the listener knows something.
Mr. Ream pounces on it. Her. Why did she reveal herself to you?
Backed into a corner. Panic time.
So the listener blurts out this half-truth. "I just caught a special frog." And then I let it go.
Yeah. Clever, actually. Tries to explain away the knowledge without revealing the talking part. Buys some time, maybe. But it's shaky.
Luckily, Mom comes back, senses the tension immediately. Something's wrong.
Mom senses activated.
And she basically tells Mr. Ream to get lost. Gives him the boot, protective mom mode, engaged.
Thank goodness for Mom. but the damage might be done.
Later, the listener talks to Soy again, tells him about Reem, about the questioning, specifically the disguised as an animal part.
Which confirms Deli's warning.
Right.
Mr. Reem is definitely after her. The stakes just got way higher.
But the listener confesses the her slip-up. Soy, predictably, starts thinking about wiretaps.
A healthy dose of paranoia is probably warranted at this point.
But they agree, stick to the cover story, just caught and released a weird frog.
Plausible deniability.
And more importantly, they make a pact. They're in this together now. Find out who Deli really is, what Reem wants, figure this whole thing out.
And that's a great turning point. They're not just witnesses anymore, they're investigators, partners.
So, wow. Let's just pause for a second. Recap this first chunk. We went from a boring school day
To a talking frog in teacher's hair.
to a secret treehouse meeting.
To a very creepy guy in a yellow bow tie asking way too many questions.
And now, an alliance formed between two kids against, well, they don't even know what yet.
Yeah, it leaves us with so many questions, doesn't it?
Right.
What is Deli? A guardian? Something else? Why is Reem hunting her? And seriously, what is the deal with the yellow bow tie?
It just scratches the surface. It tells you, our listener, that you're now clued into this hidden world, right alongside the characters. A mystery unfolding in their backyard.
So here's something to chew on. Thinking back to that moment in the classroom, the frog nods. It's real. What do you do? Right then.
Yeah, or later when Mr. Reem is leaning in, asking those pointed questions. How do you handle that pressure?
It makes you wonder, doesn't it, about those little moments in your own life. Have you ever seen something just out of place? Something that hinted at maybe a little bit of lore or magic hidden in plain sight?
This is just the beginning, clearly. This first look into the Guardians of Lore has opened a door.
Definitely. Deli's appearance, Mr. Reem's arrival. These are the first steps into something much bigger, much stranger, and probably quite magical. Lots more to uncover here.